Hello, welcome. I'm going to do a page out of Mythographic Odyssey. So this one is an artist coloring book of mythic journeys and hidden objects. I've noticed, this probably took me longer than most of you, but if you read the little titles under, it will tell you if the book has hidden objects or not. I was under the impression they completely quit hidden objects around the Wild Winter one. That is not true. So if you want to know if they have hidden objects, it will tell you in the cover. It's like this one says mystical symbols and astrology, no hidden objects. This is illusion and it says mesmerizing marvels, no hidden objects. So just be aware of that. Fun fact. So I started this page once and then I got interrupted. So starting again, the only thing you missed is I went through with lime peel and I based all my green. I tried to pick a page that could be for everyone, even if you don't participate in the Halloween festivities. Still a fun page to do. Not too creepy, gory, anything like that. We got some fun dancing skeletons. However, this page is quite involved, so we will see how it goes. So what I did is I based it in lime peel. Just the green spots, the grass spots, I'm going to do green. You can see there's little itty bitty flowers in there. I'm going to come back and I'm going to put those in with a chalk marker. So I colored right over them for now. Now this grass will not stay like this. I'm going to come back and I'm going to shade it and I'm going to add some fall colors, all that good stuff. But as this page is so complicated, I'm marking where I want things. So I know that's where I want my green. Now I'm going to do my yellow flowers. And I'm just kind of plotting colors. I am going to go for more of a Day of the Dead theme, so more pinks and purples and turquoise and orange and yellow feel than anything real dark. I just want those bright kind of popping colors on here. I think it'll really contrast with the black the artist has already put in. So I do have it decided that these are going to be yellow flowers. So lightly, because I am going to come back with a few shades of yellow, I'm just going to shade these yellow flowers. Again, you don't have to do them all yellow, however you want to do it. I am thinking of a purple background. I think I'm going to make it glow kind of around here and then fade out to a darker purple. So yellow and purple contrast nicely. I also considered a black background, which is why I have some white things pulled, because I was going to use these for the glow around it, but I'm not fully decided. So again, this is sort of just my planning phase. You also don't have to do them all yellow. You can add some pink or whatever colors you will like. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and shade a couple of these in just so you can see that when I do go back and shade them, what I'm going for. So I'm going to go of more an orangey than a gold look. So I'm going to pull Sunburst Yellow and I'm going to pull orange to start with. We'll see if these give me what I'm looking for here. So sharpening, because these are kind of fine little areas here. I'll sharpen that one a little more. Okay, no. Okay, so I'm going to start with this orange. And I'm keeping it at the bottom and up the sides. And I'm actually going to pull you in because I just realized how far away I am. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry for the wiggle. I am not with it. I'm slacking. I haven't done any color alongs or anything this month. I did an apple tutorial and that was it. I'm out of practice. Okay, then I'm taking that Sunburst Yellow. And I'm not going all the way up. Again, I am still trying to keep the illusion of a yellowish flower, not an orange flower. Sorry about that. but I do want these to have some dimension. And then canary yellow is my last color. You could also tip them with cream if you want. Now if you feel like you're not getting enough orange, now I can darken it because I can kind of tell what I have going on now that I got that yellow in. And we will just do that whole flower like that. I'm also going to pull, this is pumpkin orange. I'm going to sharpen it a little. And this is going to be my deep shadow color. So right up next to the center and only in the deep dark places. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill in with that yellow. Again, if you're going to do all your flowers at once and you know what you want, you don't have to base them in yellow like I did. But as where I'm going to play with colors before I come back and finish all of these flowers, it's kind of nice to have a little placeholder in. Now I do have plans to do these down here a darker purple. But before I do that, I want to check up here and make sure I don't have any and I missed a yellow flower. So I'm going to fill that in real quick. So that if I do decide to do my background purple, I don't have anything blending in up there. I missed one right here as well. Okay, finish this flower now. Sidetracked. I'm like all over the place. We've been busy. We were tagging and branding, and we bought some new cows and things like that. So it was like a busy 4 days there for a minute. So I'm like wore out. Like all I want to do is sit down. I don't want to think about nothing. Okay, and then I'm just darkening around the center so it gives the illusion that it's pushed in a little more. And then again, I will come back and touch up any places I feel, whoa, throwing pencils on the floor. I don't want to go all the way to the tip. I do want them to look brighter on the tips of the flower. So that'll be our yellow flower. I gotta grab that orange I dropped. Okay, sorry about that. That took longer than it should have. I'm going to quickly fill in these two that I see right here that I also skipped. And again, I will come back and fix these up. Just plotting colors mostly. So I'm going to come in, I'll go ahead and base one more. I had to get a whole new pencil. I dropped that little pencil and I can't find it to save my life. And I know once this video is done and I'm going to put everything I dragged out away to get this pencil, I will see it and it will be right in front of my face the whole time, but that's okay. Okay, sunburst yellow. I am going to do this as kind of like a sombrero because that's what it looks like to me and I feel like it's fitting for the theme. I'm gonna probably do that in some yellows and turquoises and things. Okay, again with that canary all the way to the edges. And then I'm just gonna touch it up with that pumpkin orange. And if I need to, I can come back and blend out some more. Come in a little more with this sunburst yellow just because I feel like kind of can't see the contrast between that and the yellow. Okay, so there we are, 2 flowers in on the yellow flowers. I'll show you how I'm going to do one of these up here real quick. So same kind of process. Orange at the base. Sunburst pulling upward. Canary, finishing that. And then pumpkin. And again, only using this in the deep dark shadow spots, creating that contrast between the canary yellow. And then we're gonna blend out nicely where need be. And then I can see a couple spots I need to touch up with the yellow. Doing this one because it's got quite a few cracks. I can kind of show you the sunburst. So that was just regular orange, and we're going sunburst. Dark shadow. And I'm always going to do the base by the stem darker. Canary. There's our flower. So quickly, let's go ahead and get at least a base on this here sombrero hat. So I am using yellow ochre, and I apologize, it is tiny. And I'm trying to decide here. I'm going to do this whole thing right here. Now I don't want to use canary yellow. I don't want a bright yellow on this. I still want it to look like a hat, but I don't want to go dark brown because I got trees and I got this boat here that I want to be mindful of. Now I got a candle here, and I'm not sure if that is part of the image or part of the hidden objects, but I'm going to leave it alone for now. Usually the hidden objects I will color over and try to hide so they don't stick out like a sore thumb. Okay, and then I'm going to color this top part the same. I will come in and shade it, and I might add some red to these little dots, but to get started I'm going to go ahead and just color it. Red will go over this yellow ochre just fine, so no worries there. I'm going to take a very simple turquoise, so I think cobalt turquoise is going to be a little too dark, so we're going to go aquamarine. I'm going to sharpen so that I can stay in the squiggly lines. And then from one side to the other, we're just going to fill in this little squiggle here. Now again, remembering I'm going to have a purple background, and this orange kind of contrasts with turquoise is why I picked this color. I'm not sure what that circle thing is supposed to be just yet, so we're going to skip over it. On these complex kind of images, especially when there's a lot going on and you got hidden objects thrown into, the best way to simplify the image is to color what you know first. I would color the skeletons first, but I really need them to pop out a little more so I can make sure I got everybody. They're hidden everywhere. Okay, and I did not do a very good job of filling this all in over here. We're just going to go right along. So I'm going to pause and finish. Okay, so I will come back, and of course I will add some darker to that. I will pull I know that's very loud. I have like a little tin of the most colors I use the most sitting on my desk so that I don't have to like pull my case and find my colors anytime. I will come back with this cobalt turquoise, and I'm not going to color over the whole thing, but here and there I am going to add just a little bit of dark. Just gives it a little depth, maybe a little stitched on look. I said I was going to go back and do it, but I pulled the pencil, so I'm just going to run with it real quick. Again, not going over the whole thing. Maybe if I see a white spot I missed, I will touch it up with this color. I missed like a whole row right there. These little ones over here get tricky if you are using like a fine liner, like Arteza Inconyx or what have you. That might be the way to go. I don't have mine pulled, so I'm just going to do mine in pencil. Okay. Happy with that. For now, anyway. Okay, so one darker from Yellow Ochre is going to be like your light umber or your sienna brown, depending on how you're rolling with it. I'm gonna go raw umber. Sharpening again. I'm just kind of gonna shade these lines here. Goldenrod is also like probably actually the one darker from this, but I need a brown look, so I'm going brown. I'm coloring in these little rectangles here. I'm holding higher up on my pencil so it looks like I'm pressing hard, but I'm really not. I am heavy-handed, which bothers other people a lot more than it bothers me. So when I need lighter pressure, I just hold higher up. Okay, come back with this Yellow Ochre and kind of darken things up a little. Got a spot over here and all of this, kind of hard to tell what's going on over here. Get between those flowers. Okay, so we're gonna start with that, and we'll probably come back and add some more darker to that, but that gives me my working base for the hat. Anyway, let me pull my purples for these other flowers. Alright, so this is going to be my purple combo. Now you can add lilac in, so I'm going to do black grape, violet, Parma violet. Between those two colors, before your grade lavender, you can add lilac. Now I know with Prismacolor changing things up, some people are saving their lilacs, they don't want to use them, some don't have any yet, and I don't have the new colors yet. Adjust as necessary, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so coming in with violet. And I am going to try to keep these colors out in case this is what I use for my background, because I'm still undecided. I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple of these real quick. This is a tiny violet, I know, so I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way, but all I'm doing, if you can't see very well, is the center of the flower, basically, around the center. We'll do this big one right here where it's easy for everyone to see what everything is going on. Then I'll do the rest off camera. I'm not sure if that's a flower petal, but it is now. Okay. Next, I'm going to do the Parma violet. Parma violet and black grape are soft pencils, so be aware of that when you come in with them. And I know this isn't looking too fantastic just yet. Hold on. Purples are a little bit of a process. So all I'm doing is going wherever I put that violet and pulling it up a little further. So, and I'm going to come back over all these twice. I'm going to layer these, so just kind of getting them in and seeing how I want to bring all my colors up. Okay, and then this is Grade Lavender. It's a pretty color that I don't use enough. But I'm just doing the tips of the flowers, and that will blend a little better once I get everything in and shaded, just so you know. Okay, now I'm going to come in with that black grape. And I didn't do black grape first because I didn't want to smear it up into this lighter color right away. And I wanted to kind of see where I want my shadows. So this is not going up very high. It's going around where anything overlaps. So like right here. The lines that pull outward from the center. Okay, and then I will kind of work my colors back up. So now I got that black grape in. I can press a little harder with my violet. It will blend those together nicely. It's hard to go in the, I'm trying to pull out straight so it has the same gradient, but it's kind of tricky with that little stem of a flower right there. So even the little flower petals, I am trying to get a touch of all my colors on. Okay, again, we're going back with that Parma violet. So I'm going over the violet, not all the way to the black grape, just over the violet. Only black back blending to violet. I can never say that right. And then that one's a little... I'm going to put a dot of black grape right here just because these petals overlap and I missed it. Okay, and then our Grade Lavender. And if we have any harsh lines, we will blend them out. There's kind of a nice purple combo, not too bright, but still purple. And I'm going to do that on all these little flowers down here at the bottom. So I will have yellow and purple working together. So for my background, let's see. I'm gonna wait to do my background because I am going to use those for my background colors. So I will start dark around the edge and lighter as I go in. I'm going to play with this grass a little bit. So next color I'm going to go with on this like grassy area is apple green. Now some of these spots, if you didn't know if they were grass or flower, it's fine. Nobody's going to notice when they look at it. It's got so much going on. So I'm just randomly placing this green kind of everywhere. I am going to go for more of a fallish look, but I don't want yellows and oranges because of my flowers and sombreros. I'm just kind of picking and choosing some spots here. I'm going to leave the leaves and stems alone for now because I'm going to do them a darker color. That one might have been a flower. Hard to tell in some spots. I'm just going to roll with it. Okay, we're going to pull dark green, if we can find it. This collection of pencils we have here. Okay, this is a Scholar dark green, so I will warn you now, this is lighter than the dark green of Prismacolor Premieres. but this is the green I want to use for this project, so I'm intentionally using a Scholar for this one. And what I'm going to do, make sure I'm centered here next to all this stuff, is sharpen a little, actually, next step. I do like the Prismacolor Premiers, for those of you that have been asking. They are great for kind of things you don't want to burn up your good Prismacolors on, because they are cheaper. Color matching is not perfect, but decent. So just swatch before you go. Okay, I'm just kind of working in some shadows here. I'm just going to do this little section, and I can do the rest off. Just kind of putting in some of these little lines. Then I'm going to grab a chartreuse. This is going to be my bright green, brighter than my lime peel. And even a touch of yellow on my highest parts here. And then we're just going to, whoa, whoa, whoa. That probably went wherever my little orange one did. If you don't like it, you need a little more dimension, just work with it. Come in with your pencils. Touch it up how you like it. So there's that little section. And then these down here, I am going to do dark green. I don't want to black it out necessarily. So I feel like that'll create like this. So I don't want a whole lot of black. Like this is a lot of black for one spot when I'm using bright colors. So I'm going to go green. If you're going for a spookier version, you might choose black. I think I got the bottom. So again, just kind of come in, and my colors are randomly placed. I'm trying to put a little bit of the dark behind the flowers. It makes the flowers pop a little more. Other than that, not really. And a little yellow at the top. Sorry for that wiggle. I had to grab the pencil I dropped. So again, gonna add a little yellow to the top up here, and I will go with the green. Again, we don't want to blending in with the flowers or anything, but those will be more orange anyway when I get done with them. Right here. And then, yep. So I'm gonna pull you out. All right, so there we are so far. Doesn't look too spectacular, but once I get a few more things finished up in there, it will be. Hopefully you'll be able to see what it looks like with these steps done on the thumbnail. Questions, comments, requests, anything like that, please let me know. If you'd like a part 2, let me know. I might do one anyway, at least for the background part, so you can kind of see how that comes together. But yeah, I hope to see you for the next video. Happy October.